Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for inviting me in this room. It's an honor for me to being here. Before we go any further, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Madeo Darmayasa. I'm fifth semester student in Uniksa or Ganesha University, Singaraja, Bali. In this beautiful day, I will present my business plan, especially in service sector. I introduce you Darmaz Internet Cafe or Darmaz Net. I'd love to tell you about the business, but before that, allow me to tell you a little bit of my story. 8 years ago, Internet Cafe was my playground. In my thought, it's it's my second home. It's not a school, but Internet Cafe was my second home. At the time, in the Singaraja city area, you will find a lot of internet cafes, starting from Banjar Jawa, Banjar Tegal, Suksada, Baktisraga, Sambangan, and etc. But in the early 2019, where the corona came to our country, it burned everything, especially for the owner of internet cafe in Singaraja. For me, Warnet is not only a place to playing a game, but it also place to build a community and place to solve my homework. After the corona, I I did the investigator. I went around and trying to find a warnet or internet cafe, but I couldn't find it. Now that is a thought from my mind. For the owner of the internet cafe, there are some consideration that they need to consider, of course. And the biggest consideration is about the rivalry between PC game or computer game and mobile game. Based on the data that I found in the telecommunication statistic in 2022 in Indonesia, 67.88% is the smartphone user. I mean, smartphone user in Indonesia is about 67.88%. It it was a huge number for me because automatically the market of mobile game in the game that you can play in the phone. So the mobile game has a bigger market than PC game. Now, let's move to the critical question. Isn't that cafe business still promising? For me, yes, it is. It's still promising for us or for the owner or for the someone who want to build or make the net cafe. Why? The first one is about the homework. So the teacher in school still give the student the homework and it's related to media social or I mean social media and internet. So the student need to go to place with a internet connection, right? Internet cafe become one place that they that they need. So automatically, the student can finish their homework in the net cafe. Second is about the esport organization. So if you have someone that has talent and then someday he invited by the esport organization, your internet cafe name or identity will goes up because you succeed to raise up the pro player from your net cafe. And third one is about the place for build a community. As I said before, internet cafe is not only place to playing game, but also the place for build a community. So it's really important for someone who has anxiety and then they felt that they are introvert, and it will create or change their behavior into extrovert and talkative person. For the next session, we will explain or we will discuss about P4 in marketing. So the P1 is product, P2 is price, P3 is promotion, and last P is place. So let's get started. So basically, Darmaz net or internet cafe is an internet cafe that will provide two types of PC specification. The first one is the standard one, which means it's focused on the browsing, watching YouTube, and write a report on the Microsoft Word. And the last one is gaming PC for someone who want to play online game. And the other thing that we need to consider before we open the internet cafe, there are a canteen for the customer. So beside the PC, we also need to consider about canteen because canteen help the customer save time. So the customer do not need to get get out to the our internet cafe, buy food and drinks out there, but they can order food and drink in this internet cafe. The second P is price. So price is become a huge thing to consider before we open the internet cafe. We know that the salary in Denpasar in the Singaraja it's totally different. So before we go or before we decide the actual price, we also need to do market research or evaluation, especially in price. So as I said before, in the first P, we will provide two kinds of PC. The first one is the standard, and the second one is for gaming. Now here's the specification of this PC. The first one is PC for browsing. We will charge 3,000 per hour, 3,000 rupiah per hour. So here's the specification. For the processor, we will use Intel Core i3 2122, 2120. I'm sorry. For the motherboard, we will use Intel H61 socket AGA 1155. For the RAM or the storage is 4 GB. For the solid state drive or SSD is 120 GB. For the hard disk drive, we will use 500 GB. For the power supply is 450 watt. For the keyboard and mouse is Logitech MK120. For the case, we will use Simbada SimV 2918. So this specification, in this specification, we only can browser and watching the YouTube and write the report in the Microsoft Microsoft without lag. The next is PC for gaming. We will charge our customer 6,000 rupiah per hour. Here's the specification. The processor will be Intel Core i5 9100F. For the motherboard, we will use MSI Pro Series H310. For the RAM is 8 GB. For the solid state drive or SSD is 512 GB. For the hard disk drive, we will use 1 TB. For the power supply, we will use 500 watt. For the keyboard and mouse, we will use Ventus Strike X1 RGB. And for the case, we will use Armageddon Tron 1X and ATX White. By this specification, the customer can play a lot of games such as Dota 2, Valorant, Apex Legends, and other games. The other feature of Internet Cafe is member system. Member system is general in every Internet Cafe, so it will give you some advantage. The first one is you can redeem some voucher by make a member by making member. Second is it is help the customer to save time. So for the example, you have 2 hours left in your billing, but at the time you need to go home. With member, you can log out and save your time, which means for the tomorrow your time still 2 hours. However, if you're not member, you can do that. So if you log out without using a member, the time is expired. So for the tomorrow, you will pay again. So we will charge for the member is 20,000 rupiah. So it also include 4 hours in gaming PC. Next is the canteen. Here's some example of the product that we will sell in our canteen. The first one is fried noodle. It costs 5,000 rupiah. Then nuggets also 5,000 rupiah. And then iced tea 4,000 rupiah. And last one is snack. It start from 1,000 to 1,000 to 2,000 rupiah. P3 is about the promotion. So how to promote the business? So there are two promotion that I think it will be effective. The first one is digital marketing and the last one is direct marketing. So this digital marketing is about the online and the web. So the first one we will make a web and also register in the Google Maps, so the customer easier come to our internet cafe. Another that digital marketing also include how you promote it on your Insta story or WhatsApp story. I'm sorry. So you can share your picture or short video about your internet cafe so that you can upload it in the Insta story. But for the Facebook, I have different strategy. So in the search button, you can search the internet cafe in Singarja for example, and then you will find the post about that. So over there you can upload your short video or the picture of your internet ini. internet cafe. I'm sorry. Last marketing is direct marketing. Is of course we email our customer directly. So I thought it is also about we can invite our friend through WhatsApp to hang out to our internet cafe. So after that, they will share to each other. That's the benefit of direct marketing. And the last is place. So I have two recommendation location about this place. I'm sorry, I think you can see. I will move it. Okay, the first one is Ahmad Yani Street because Ahmad Yani Street become main street in Singaraja that related to West Regency or sub district. So there are always high volume of traffic or Srikani Street, Bakisraga. So for your information, I live in Srikani Street, on Srikani Street, Bakisraga. Why I recommend this place? Because there are four schools in this on this street. The first one is SMK 2, the second is SMA 2, the third is SMP 4, and last one is SMK 1 Sugasada. So could you imagine that? Uh, what if we build a internet cafe in on the Srikana Street? So the traffic in time in some time the customer or the student will pay attention to your internet cafe, and in psychology it will affect you to go there. I have experience about this, so I tried to ignore it first. So there was an internet cafe near my home, but I tried to ignore it, but so on and so over, I couldn't do that, and I addicted to playing online game. I think that's all from my presentation. Do you have any question? Okay. If there's no question about my presentation, thank you for your attention.